Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 1st. Happy April 2025. This is I Am an Open Door, courtesy of Reverend Cindy Krupp, or Cindy, as we like to call her. This is Training Wheels. It is a gathering to discuss the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and we are on lesson 27. So what normally happens is I read from my book, Training Wheels, in which I kind of decipher the lesson in everyday language, and then we have a conversation about it. So I will read the lesson, and then I have a few other words to say just to expand upon the lesson a little bit. You could keep your eyes open or closed. What I like to do is read through the first 26 lessons, and then we'll read lesson 27. So you might want to close your eyes just to sink into the words of the lesson and let them inform you. And I'm going to do this for the first 50 lessons. Cindy really brought this to into our awareness, how the first 50 lessons are really, they build on each other in a beautiful way. And this first lesson I still use every day. Nothing I see means anything. I have given everything I see all the meaning it has for me. I do not understand anything I see. These thoughts do not mean anything. I am never upset for the reasons I think. I'm upset because I see something that is not there. I see only the past. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. I see nothing as it is now. My thoughts do not mean anything. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear. God did not create a meaningless world. My thoughts are images I have made. I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am determined to see. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not know what anything is for. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Above all else, I want to see. Above all else, I want to see. When I first practiced this lesson, we were experiencing a blinding snowstorm. It seemed like a wonderful metaphor. The body's eyes cannot be relied upon for true sight, for it is the heart that truly sees. Quiet, peace, and calmness enhance true seeing. The jarring loudness of this world draws attention away from true sight, and we are suffering for it. To see truly, we must remember our invulnerability, because sometimes the moment feels uncomfortable, and we may want to flee from it into mental thinking. So true seeing also means being patient, and sometimes also being courageous. Today's practice is very simple. You are asked to remember to repeat the lesson in your mind throughout the day. But you are asked to repeat it often, every 15 minutes. In a way, this is like spending the day in prayer or mindfulness meditation. Today's practice takes mind training to a new level. You will experience an inner retreat, even though your body may seem to be moving in an outer world. Don't worry if you don't believe the words. Above all else, I want to see. It doesn't matter. The words will do their job. Just go about your day and try to remember the lesson. As you repeat it, relax and be present in the moment. Look around and take a breath. Try to experience the words inside yourself. True learning means knowing, and knowing is a product of experience. Play with this lesson. Say the words and see where they take you. There's no right way to do it, except to practice and see what comes up in the moment. If you forget, and you will, do not make yourself suffer. Guilt is an impediment to learning, and it has no value. Just try to remember the next time. Have fun. Be at peace. Enjoy yourself. Today's lesson in A Course in Miracles, at least this lesson 91 for April 1st, is miracles are seen in light. So what do you see in this world? Conflict, guilt, danger, sadness, hope, hopelessness. These are aspects of the small self that need to be seen, to be loved as they are, as they arise. What does love mean? At times, love simply means not turning away, allowing the energy of the feeling or the thought to arise and be held. The purpose is not overcoming. The purpose is allowing. To be is to allow. To be is to allow. To allow is to integrate. Forgiveness allows and integrates. It makes every moment an opportunity to be a full participant in the movement of God's being, as God's being. No feeling or thought is wrong, but it needs to be seen in the light of truth. And that is permission. That gives it permission to be an aspect of the wholeness. The small self cannot reconcile anything. It cannot make anything whole, but it can agree to allow. Above all else, I want to see. This is a commitment to rest in awareness and be with what is. The template for truth is what is. The template for truth is what is. Alignment to truth is allowing what is. Alignment to truth is allowing what is. Above all else, I want to see. Seeing is being with and as what is. What is holy is what is. All that is encountered is God in its expression. Above all else, I want to see. The desire to see is divine will. The desire to see is divine will. The desire to see is God's expression through you as God's being. So to say, above all else, I want to see, gives permission for true vision to be your priority. There is no sacrifice in this. And what will be seen is not up to the small self or its interpretation. That is why this lesson asks us to stop every 15 minutes and say, above all else, I want to see, and then be with whatever is there. This interrupts the small self's interpretation of whatever is arising in the moment. And make no mistake, when you do this every 15 minutes, your day will not be the same. Above all else, I want to see. The desire to see is God's expression through you as God's being. When you're ready, take a couple of deep breaths and come on back in and let's talk about this. When I first started A Course in Miracles, I did this lesson and I did it every 15 minutes. I did what the Course told me to do because I believed the Course was true. So I did it. I just gave myself up to it. And that's how I knew it was true, because experience is knowing. Knowing only comes through experience. So doing this every 15 minutes gives you the opportunity to experience true knowing. As Alka says, yes, it is very profound. And what is also true is that the small self does not know what to see. So don't use the small self's interpretation. Don't anticipate what true seeing will be through the small self. Let it go. What you will see will not be what you expect. Sometimes it might be, but if you let go, you will see what you do not expect. And if you allow what is arising before you every 15 minutes, you will see where you're resisting. And then you will see it in a new light because you will allow it. And then you get to spend the next 15 minutes seeing what happens when you allowed what you just saw. What a miracle is that? Miracles are seen in light. This lesson gives you every 15 minutes the opportunity to see in the light. This is no small thing. Yes, this is no small thing. And those of us who are immersed in A Course in Miracles, we get the opportunity to practice this again, if we want to today, every 15 minutes. Above all else, I want to see.